Hello everybody and welcome to another development log of Battle Tanks, the web-based game I'm creating using TypeScript and Three.JS. So a lot to show you since it's been a few weeks since I've posted one of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing you're going to notice when you play the game is that the multiplayer menu has been redesigned. So you can now specify your own username as well as join a specific server which you can specify. So in this case there's an official server which will initially be available, and then you can add your own servers as you desire. So that's so you can use those buttons down there to accomplish that. So you can see that. And so let's just go ahead and join localhost and just wait. So now if we go to the other player, first thing I wanted to mention here before we join the match is that there is an options menu now, if you haven't seen that already. So you can configure most of your controls, and again that will be expanded upon in the future as well. So if we go ahead and join the same server, in this case let's actually specify a new username, username123, and then join localhost. So you can see that this username is now actually being represented in the world as well. You can see username being specified up here, as well as a health bar, which is new. That's also represented down here with this red bar. I know it's a little confusing with the green and red right now, but we will figure that out over time. And then as you can see here, when we specified username123, that is now accurately represented up here. Now when I was talking about health earlier, I did mean actual health. Excuse me. So you can see now it will take 4 shots to kill instead of 1. That's of course configurable. So on top of that, we also have a little bit of an upgrade with player movement. You can notice right now that it's significantly slower than it was before. I'll get into why that is in a little bit, but as you can tell, it's also a little bit more smooth. So you can see that the player movement is it doesn't stop right away, which is an enhancement and a little bit more of a realistic effect than what I had previously. If we go ahead, and the reason, so on top of that looking nice, there's also a benefit with this in that the multiplayer view of this game is significantly improved. The player is no longer having this jittery effect like it did previously. It's still not perfect, and it never will be. That's just part of multiplayer gaming, but it's certainly better than it was previously. So as you can see here, that health is also represented down here as I was talking about. Now the reason why I slowed down the movement speed is for 2 reasons. One is projectiles. You can see that the players now shoot projectiles instead of having having a hit scan type of interaction for shots. So you can see that in this case, even if I shoot this player, the hit is not immediate. It takes a second for the projectile to actually hit the player. Secondly, the other reason, so slowing down the players allows for a more competitive experience with the projectiles. Additionally, there's also two view modes, I guess you'd want to call it, 2 camera modes for the tanks. So there's a first-person view like this and a third-person view like this, like you saw previously. And as you can see, with first-person, if the tank goes much faster, then it gets a little bit harder to control. So, and this works pretty well, I would say. So you can toggle that with your T key currently. There'll be more configurable options for the server as well in the future. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for what I have for this development log. So as far as what I'm going to work on next, the biggest thing is going to be actually creating a server-side environment where players can join games that are infinite, and they can also join games like this, which rotate through matches through different arenas and stuff like that. So there'll be 2 modes there, generally speaking, and that'll be the next big thing that I'm working on, so that way when people join the server, they can either join an infinite game or they can join one that is specific to a game mode in an arena or something like that. So that's all I have for you in this development log. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.